Welcome back to Play Versus. Download the final episode. It'll be a double feature because we have a lot to go through, not only on the scholastic esports side of things, but especially also the Ultimate Street Fighter, which I know a lot of y'all are waiting for. But let's go down our laundry list that we have to go through. Esport programs highlights that Play Versus is going through amazingly. We'll get to that in a second here. The Play Versus meta report that has a lot of data and stats that have been acquired by Play Versus and how they're utilizing them in esports. And then, of course, Ultimate Street Fighter training arc. It has begun. It is about to finish up, and it will end here in terms of who gets the runbacks. And of course, the finale will be the day. I cannot wait for that fantastic fighting gameplay. But again, let's talk about all the cool things that are going down in esports land. For the scholastic side of things, it's really cool to see all these things built out across the nation for esports. I gotta give big love to Play Versus and what they've been doing lately. In fact, watching them grow all this stuff has kind of emboldened. I feel like I've been seeing other people tag me and say, hey, our esports programs are seeing what they're doing. We'd like to do that too as well. But before we jump into the show, we have to jump into something else. We have a nice little video, Colorado State Finals recap, done by the Colorado State Championships with CHASA, where students have competed for state titles and even got a visit from the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis.
Today's been an incredibly exciting day. We're here today at the CHASA State Championships in Colorado. It all comes down to today, students competing across the state in a number of different Nintendo titles. The governor was just here. Really, really exciting to see the teamwork, the collaboration, and everything that goes into esports fully on display today.
Well, it's great to see the state e-gaming championship right here in Lakewood, and really there's high schools from across the state sending teams here to compete in esports, gets kids engaged, builds collaboration, teamwork, problem solving, and somebody's going to go home with the trophy.
Today has been an amazing day. Me and my team have been doing this for a few years, and it's all of our senior years, so this is kind of like a big finale for us. Being able to hear everybody in the crowd cheer after getting a stock or winning a round, it's a lot of fun.
This is a culmination of a lot of years of hard work in helping us at the CHASA office really close the gap on belonging in high schools.
This is a way for them to get recognized, to bring trophies to your school, to give recognition to your school, there's scholarships.
I really like the opportunity of getting to come compete for Grandview High School. I feel like that people grab these new opportunities for things like esports and things that might be more less known around the world, and get to show your skills in them. I enjoyed the team format because it requires not just one person to be good at the game, but multiple people.
This year, we're gonna work harder, and we're gonna get better, and they got better. And I'm so incredibly proud of these young men for winning the state championship today. CHASA, Play Versus, and everybody working together to make this real for the students is everything to me.
And I'm joined by one of the people that is enabling that, Addie, esports program manager. How you doing?
Hi, Say. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. I'm really excited to be here and, share with everyone the magic that makes esports at the high school level basically possible since, we do work with existing programs across the high schools.
They'll do a lot of work. Play Versus, there are other organizations that do as well. You see a lot more esports things coming up. Even just like on the ground floor, we just watched a video where that place was packed with esport people, or people that are interested in esports, I should say. Now, I want to know a little bit more about how the esport program managers help schools and coaches across the nation overall. Like, what are the job that you do out there? What's your job description, I should say?
Yeah, definitely. So, as an esports program manager, we work with high schools that have existing programs to not only help them expand, maybe bring on some more titles, give them resources, or connect them with, our super coaches. Really great asset that we help schools get connected with, just so that they can not only grow and add more titles, maybe even expand at the district level. We also are there to keep coaches updated and any new titles that we're adding. We share with them our schedules for the fall and spring seasons, as well as just be a sort of a support system for things that our lovely support team isn't always able to answer.
So y'all do a variety of different things, wearing many different hats, and it's great to see that y'all are like the point of contact to help get new games in. I know there's a lot more games coming to esports. For the fighting game scene, we have so many new titles coming in, and so many other titles outside of the fighting game community. We know Deadlock, the other FPS games that are coming through. So it's cool to have somebody that's able to facilitate this stuff in the proper sort of way. Appreciate that. Actually, we're actually going to catch up with one of the coaches that, like super coaches that you had mentioned here, Patrick Bennett from Waupun Junior Senior High School, to learn more about their eSport lab and programs. Let's take a look at that.
All right, welcome to Warrior Gaming, Waupun Junior Senior High. We roster 23 on our junior and senior high roster. Back here, we have the command center, if you will, where I will deal with the match chat with all the matches that are going on during the day. So today we're filming this on a Wednesday, so we have 2K, which is right here. So coach, player, and then next to the PlayStation console, we have our stream set up where Coach Kyle is running the stream. Today we streamed Super Smash Brothers, so close proximity to the stream setup. We also compete in Splatoon and 3 with our junior senior high, with our middle school team. So on Tuesday they'll be right here for stream, and then they have Coach Kyle right here with the stream setup going as well. So then Super Smash Brothers is right here, and then on Thursday if we stream Mario Kart, 2 of them will be here, and then we'll have another monitor behind you with the other 2 players as well. And then over here is our computer area, where we have Rocket League on a Thursday. We'll have the 3 starting players side by side, and then their sub usually sitting right here getting warmed up for the match that day. And then across from them, we have our Fortnite setup, where we have our 2 players, again, in close proximity to one another, so they're able to communicate freely. And that is our setup here at Waupun Junior Senior High. I'm Coach Bennett. Word Pride.
Waupun's eSport program is ridiculous. You see them lined up with every game, stations everywhere. Back in my day, we just had Minesweeper and dial-up. So it's cool to see the evolution. And I'm joined by one of the people that's been helping the evolution, another super coach, Sean Stack. Well, you know what? Stacks, my boy. It's been a bit, brother, since we've talked. How you doing?
Oh, man, it has been a minute. Intel World Open in Poland, of all places, man. Seeing you guys over there with the Street Fighter event was really, really cool. It's been wild ever since then, because the esports has really taken off up here, and the person to my left or my point the right way, yes, over there has helped a lot with what we've been doing here.
Yeah, so you're from the Maine Central Institute. Tell me a little bit more about you and your program and what you've been doing lately.
Yeah, we've competed in 3 different, actually 4 different main state titles. Now we're down to 3: League of Legends, Rocket League, Smash Bros, and Mario Kart is the most recent one. And we've done some regional competitions. Once upon a time, I think we had about 20 some odd kids in here for stuff like Madden and 2K. We had like 2 Smash teams and 2 Rocket League teams, and now everything's just kind of quieted down. But we're still running strong. We just got into we're the #1 seed in the state Smash League. We just won our quarterfinal, a thriller on the Mario Kart side tonight. So the lab's looking a little bit like a tornado came through it, because once again they all get excited and then they rush out, because half my team is on the indoor track team as well. So they're practicing right now somewhere on the other side of campus.
I like that they're involved in other stuff. That's super cool. Yeah. But you know what? Those esports labs that you mentioned, how do you secure a space for an esports lab, especially to have all that equipment and things like that? How do you secure just the opening to have the equipment in there? Like, what's the process for that?
Yeah, we were very lucky. We were in a different room in a different building on the complete other side of campus when we started, because nobody was using it, and it had plenty of Ethernet ports. Eventually, they found a use for that room, and they needed to move us somewhere because they weren't really keen on having a shared space with a bunch of loud esports kids. I don't blame them. So
Fair.
they put us all the way up here in a building that, I mean, this used to be, I think, the school TV station once upon a time. Used to be used for testing. But this thing has more outlets than my entire house just in this one giant room. And, you know, when it came time to find another room on campus, I really just looked at the least used one that had a bunch of outlets. It was like, well, can you run an Ethernet cord in here? And can we get a hub? Yes? Great. That's all I need. And everything else that they gave me was extra. So, I mean, you know, if you've got like a computer lab at your school or just a big open space that's not being used with just a little bit of TLC, you can convert that place into a lab. I don't know. The production might yell at me if I do this, but like this is, you know, that's what we're working with. It's just a big open space.
That's all you need is a big open space. Addie, do you have a question for Stacks, by the way?
Yeah, I definitely do. So as a coach, how do you work to acquire equipment for your teams to be able to participate? We noticed a lot of cool things that you showed off in that walk.
It's a bit of a long story. I'll try to give you the short version so that, you know, we can get on with the rest of the show. You guys actually helped us get a bit of it with some of the games, codes for the games, and as we were starting out, PlayVS actually sent us a Nintendo Switch. Then we had one of our players' parents, was a local politician. He donated a Switch to the program. So I'm like, okay, well, great. Now we've got our 2 Smash Bros. Switches for our 2 teams. That's all settled. I have my own personal one. And then over the years, you know, over the last few years, we just kind of here and there buy this and that. I was very lucky that at the start of my esports broadcasting career, I was able to save up a lot of money because I didn't have a lot of expenses. I was living at home for a little while. And so a lot of the stuff in this lab, I paid for. And then as we got going and were more self-sustaining and able to get off the ground, you know, the schools added, you know, a few monitors and some technical equipment and helped us pay for like the big storage cabinet over there. And, you know, then it's, you know, yeah, you need jerseys? Cool. Go ahead and order them and we'll reimburse you. And it's like, okay, cool. Now we're like legit. Now we've arrived. And, I mean, you look at it back in fall of 2020 when we started. If we started with 3 little Lenovo think tank things that would have struggled to run Microsoft Excel. So if I just asked the school, can I have, you know, $3,000 to buy PCs? They would have laughed at me.
Okay, so this is your
oh yeah, this is a very scuffed recording that I put together. I didn't understand the assignment when they said come up with a walkthrough. So yeah,
that was my bad. I should have definitely been a little bit more specific what we wanted, but I do love that you pointed out this fridge.
Yeah, it just on the side of the road, you know, that some students brought in. They're like, hey, do we have a mini fridge? It's literally on the side of the road. Sure.
How to stay hydrated. I like that. I like that you just see, like, you know, how it's been used. It's okay to like show it, you know, without everything all put up and stuff like that. I like that we get to see the entirety of it, like, you know, after it's been used, after it's been, you know, the players have come through. Show me the real deal.
Yeah, and it's been, you know, how this has all evolved is, you know, it's been a lot of fun for sure. Seeing this go from, okay, we've got a couple of Rocket League teams to, and by the way, Rocket League teams that weren't making the playoffs, which was a huge blow to my ego. You know, I'm like, you know, in this state, I'm the Rocket League guy. I should be able to get a team in the playoffs. Now,
it's in your blood.
Yeah, now, you know, when it comes back to me, you'll see a bunch of plaques on the wall behind me. 3 of them, actually 2 of them are Rocket League runner-ups, and there's another one that I haven't put on the wall yet. A, because it's silver and I don't like the color of it, and B, because I just haven't had the time to actually figure out how I want to reorient them. But you know, we've been blessed with just naturally talented students at this school and a ton of volunteers. I mean, we have dorms on campus, and one of the guys that works in the dorms, he comes over and helps out with the Smash team. We had an assistant coach with the track program. He would come help out with kart. Former computer science teachers, actually the indoor track coach, who's probably running half my team into the ground right now. He's my assistant coach. We have another guy that's also helped out with Smash. I mean, it's just constantly looking for people that are willing to help out and just kind of bring them on. And yes, Mario Kart points there. That's what you get for 1 through 8 in an 8-player race. So you can use that to formulate your strategy or something. But yeah, we technically probably have a coaching staff bigger than some schools' traditional sports staffs.
Wow.
And that's really cool because it takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders. I don't need to know how to play Smash at an elite level. I don't need to know how to play Mario Kart at an elite level or Overwatch. And thank goodness for that, because I don't. I've got, enough people that are willing to help me out in that process and help these students out and give them the tools they need to then go out and make a playoff run and maybe prove that they are the best in the state. And if you need any copies of past NBA 2K and Madden games, hit me up, because what am I going to do with them?
Right? Look like a GameStop right there. But it's good that we see it takes a village, and I like that you understand. Hey, this is my lane. This is where I'm good at, but I have other people I can bring in to shore other areas, make sure the other players are getting their just dues and getting the right training.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Cross would be very excited about what you can see down there at the bottom there. We did get like an iRacing setup because I've followed the discussions in the Discord. I know that there are a few coaches that want to make iRacing a thing, and I'm sure that there are some people at PlayVS that are looking to make that a thing on this platform. And when it comes, not if, but when, we'll be ready.
Like the energy when it comes. And again, as you said, I see those trophies. I see the plaques from Stacks up at the top.
Yeah, and a little bit later on, you're gonna have two of my guys playing some scuffed Street Fighter, I'm sure. So, we're probably gonna have one of those teams in the spring when that rolls around. So, we're always looking for new opportunities to take on a new challenge, do something new and exciting. Basically, if a kid comes in and says, "Do you have this?" Yes. And if the answer is no, then we'll find a way to do it. Like, I had a kid come in to watch the Mario Kart playoff, and he's like, "Do you do Rust?" Like, no, but by God, if I try hard enough, I could find something for you if you really want to.
Right. You'll find the opportunity. Y'all hear that, by the way? If y'all want Street Fighter, ass Stacks right now. Let's get it at them, okay?
Yes.
Let's get that Street Fighter going out there. Let's go.
Hey, I already got 2 of them. So I just need one more. Oh, anybody want to play Civ?
Civilization? Wow.
I have no idea how to play it. I have no idea.
I'm with you. That is way too deep for me. I'm going to stick to the streets. I'm okay with that. But it's been an honor to be able to talk to you, brother. But I got one last question for you, man. We've been in the esports scene for a long time. I think you've been out here a lot longer than me, and you've been doing a lot of work and wearing a lot of different hats. I got to ask, what advice would you give to people pursuing an esports career, whether it be commentary, whether it be production, whether it be being a coach, whatever it is in esports? Just some general advice.
If you have your sights set on something you want to do and you're not sure how to go about starting to do it, just do it. It's the same as if you were getting into like traditional sports commentary. There are a million different devices. Everybody has one that fits in the palm of your hand. It has all the knowledge of the known universe. Just record yourself doing something. Go find a VOD if you want to do commentary and just record a voiceover for it. If you want to do some coaching, maybe you want to take more of a leadership role. Great. Find some people, organize them, and just do it. If you've already got a program at your school, ask if you can help run the production, or if you can do some graphics for them, or run their socials if you don't necessarily want to play, or if you do and you want to promote them. Great, do that. It's all stuff you can add onto a resume that then, as you're going through high school and getting in towards college and beyond, you've got, I ran the MCI esports Twitter page, which we technically have one, but I don't keep up with. But boy, I wish someone would run it. But I ran this page for my local high school for 3 years, and I did this and I did that. And that's something that somebody who's looking for either an intern or just, an entry-level employee right out of college is going to go, well, that guy's got experience. I'm going to go with that person. And
energy. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Like, show initiative. It's the best thing you could possibly do, because eventually they'll run out of excuses to tell you no.
Right. That's such a good drop of information. A lot of people out there are like, well, maybe I'll wait until this and that. No, just get it going, get it flowing right now. As you mentioned, many ways to do so. And with y'all enabling the esports community to be even bigger and better out the scholastic side, I have no doubt there'll be more people in every facet of the esports community. Both of y'all, Addie, Stacks, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate talking to y'all, and we'll have to catch up a little bit later, both of you, because you guys have some interesting ideas that I want to pick your brains apart. But for right now, we'll see you off, and we'll see you later. All right, people. Appreciate everybody for watching with us thus far, and appreciate those two for doing so much for the community. I mean, we mentioned that PlayVS is a big part of what's going on in esports, but let's keep it going. Let's keep it going all the way through. Waupun University, we want to talk about them a little bit too as well, and how well they've been doing out there. We saw a little bit of the video. We saw and heard what they've been doing too as well. So big shout outs to them. And also, I want to also take you over to another video. We have the ultimate showdown. Red River University of Texas legend Colt McCoy visited students as they completed and competed in the College Football 2025, educating them on the connections between esports and traditional esports. We're going to take a look at that real soon.
Who are you? What school are you with? And let us know how long both you've been teaching and have been coaching.
Sure. So I am Patrick Bennett from Waupun Junior Senior High in Waupun, Wisconsin. I am a special education paraprofessional. I've been in education for 7 school years now.
Take me through a little bit of the story of getting your space.
Yeah. So our school is very wanting to get every student a spot in this school to be involved. So we have our sports in the school. We have our clubs. We're a very FFA-centric school. But there was a proposal last spring for 2 more clubs, which was one of them happened to be esports. Being a lifelong gamer, I definitely wanted to be involved in this somehow. And so we spent about a month hammering out the details with PlayVS and figuring out the space. And then it went to the school board for approval. And being a district that really wants our students to get involved as much as they can be, it was a pretty easy pass. So then we spent time then figuring out where we would go as a club. And we have a very nice robotics lab, which our computers are capable of running the games that we compete in here. So it made for an easy transition and helped with budgeting and such. So realistically, we only had to really worry about getting a console for Nintendo and then getting a PlayStation. But yeah, it was a pretty smooth transition, I would say.
You mentioned kind of the only things left were kind of securing those consoles, the switches and things like that. Are there any kind of specific recommendations you may have to acquiring that equipment?
Knowing what you need to have kind of helps out your budgeting. And when I first started back in last spring, I surveyed the entire school. These are the games that we can compete in, and then figured out how many kids are interested in these games. That's kind of how we budgeted our consoles, because we had interest in Rocket League, so we knew that was one, and Nintendo was obviously another one. So we knew we needed a Switch. And then competing through PlayVS, we got help there and stuff. we knew we needed that PlayStation because our system right now, our computers are quite ready for the streaming without the console. So it's kind of the way we have it set up is that we were able to use the PS5 to help with streaming. So we pull up Rocket League and then just kind of stream from that. And then what we have done in the past is fundraising. So we have some organizations here locally that have been able to help us out, pizza fundraisers and such. Shout out to Tony's Pizza. And so we did that last fall and raised enough for a console. And so we got the PS5 with that money. Used fundraising this year to purchase team jerseys. So definitely one of those things that I recommend as a new club. Look into fundraising.
Like outside of obviously the consoles to run the game, was there anything that was like, this really helped our esports lab? Any kind of piece of tech that you were like, that you would recommend making sure that they have?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, for streaming purposes, Elgato has been really good to us. It's worked very well with what we have here on the campus and stuff. And so I guess it really depends on the route you're going. Like I said before, with surveying your students and figuring out what you need, you can kind of dictate what you're going to have or need for tech, just based on what they're telling you. So if you can get that approval for streaming, then I would definitely say that's a must, because being online, it's kind of hard for universities to see what we're doing if you're not streaming. So, and I think that's the main goal of our students, is try to get that exposure, because we do have quite a few students that are looking to go on and post high school. So if we can get that opportunity for them to get a scholarship, it's definitely a must.
That's awesome. I love that. I think there's so many, like, I mean, outside of college, I mean, also like parents and like friends, things like that. You're able to kind of create that spectator feel for them, even if they're not immediately in the room with you, they still can cheer you on virtually. So it's awesome that y'all are able to do it.
With branching out this year for PlayVS with middle school, we've had quite a few parents tuning in to watch their students for Splatoon. So that's been a great way to involve them as well. So
cool. That's the main bulk of the segment questions, but we do have a question that we have been asking all of our guests where we can, is give me your top, I would say 3 to 5 favorite games of all time.
Sure. So number 5 is Madden 2005. I feel like that game really changed the dynamic of the entire game itself. Well, with introducing hit stick, really has changed how the game feels and everything, and they kind of evolved from there. And then number 4 is WWF No Mercy. I'm a N64 kid. I mean, I started out on NES, but lifelong wrestling fan. That game is playable beyond playable. So like you can play that for hours and pick it up anytime. And so number 3, Fortnite. I've been playing since the inception, and so it's still going strong, and it's evolved so many ways. It's crazy, like just what you're able to do nowadays with introducing Lego and rocket racing and just everything. Number 2, Super Mario Brothers. I would be remiss if I did not include the OG, which got me involved in this whole thing. I picked up, my sister and I are 10 years apart, so she was fortunate to have the NES pretty much right when it came out, and so I was picking up a controller when I could. So that got me hooked pretty much. And then number 1 is Metal Gear Solid. That series has been so solid, and no pun intended there, but the first game until today, like just like Metal Gear 1, 2, and 3, like those were so much of a staple in my youth, and just the story that is involved in those games is so deep, and you can definitely get lost for hours in it. So so those are my top 5.
Fortnite's a good one. I don't actually hear Fortnite a lot, but there's like, it really has kind of like changed the the landscape. I mean, it changed the landscape of gaming. I mean, it changed the landscape of battle royales. It changed battle passes. Literally, it's like that's the reason that everything has a battle pass now. Like, it's crazy. So that's a good list. I like that list.
Thank you.
Fantastic thing to hear that a pizza joint was giving love to esports. Again, it takes a village, and it's not just about the people inside esports, it's also outside. That's super cool to hear. Anyway, great to hear from Waupun and all the great things that are going on with them. We juiced them up because they're doing so much for the esports community. Hopefully we see more of that across the nation, and PlayVS has been enabling that, so I'm sure that we will. Now, we will show you another video, actually, Ultimate Showdown recap will be coming real quick. Stick with it for a second and catch this action.
In honor of the Red River Showdown, we have local students here competing in the new college football game, a virtual version of the Red River Showdown. They're playing OU versus UT. We're getting ready for the finals right now. We had the semifinals before and a great Q&A session with Texas legend Colt McCoy.
A lot of kids love playing games, and there's actually teams, and there's actually like, you know, a camaraderie and enjoyment surrounded that. I think that's really cool. And particularly, I like in esports, I like the team concept. I like the guys that are like playing together and working together and teaching each other, and the whole idea of just being on a team and winning and losing and understanding that dynamic, I'm a big fan of.
It was kind of surreal considering how much of a Texas legend he is. So that was pretty nice to, you know, hear him and see him. It was great. When I went into it, I honestly expected to make finals, but I didn't think I was gonna win. You know, I got the win, that's all that matters to me.
I think it was really important to be here for this event because it really is an important part of our school district. To see a successful person and hear from him, his perspectives on things that our kids can take away and use in their careers later in their lives.
I'm just super happy that PlayVS gave us this opportunity to throw an event such as this.
We want to do much more of these things in all other parts of the country, both in person like we're doing here today, but also virtually. And that gives us more opportunities for kids to experience the value and the benefits and the fun of competitive gaming.
We're back, and I'm joined with somebody new, people. I'm joined with Sean. How you doing, dog? And what's your title at PlayVS?
Hey, Saint. Thanks. Yeah, it's Senior Product Manager here at PlayVS, which essentially means I talk to the community a lot, players, coaches, Stacks, as you saw earlier. Actually, talk to him pretty frequently. He's a big Discord member on our Discord here. But then I take all that feedback, talk with internal teams, and figure out what we got to build here at PlayVS to make it a better experience. We'll talk about some of that today.
Oh, yeah, especially because you all use a lot of stats. In fact, we'll be talking about that play meta report real soon here. Before we look at how that all has been shaken up this season, tell me why y'all collect the data that y'all collect.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been collecting, stats for in-game since the beginning with some of the integrations we've had, specifically like League of Legends, like sending out invite codes and getting that data back from those matches. And then, we started to collect that more recently to help some of the match creation process. As some of our older users might remember, setting up your match, what characters you're selecting, any banning or stage selections would all be like done in chat or like outside. And didn't really have a great process to it. So collecting it, as I'll talk about in a little bit, our match assistant helps us kind of get through that. But then past that, it's really about celebrating our users and, their achievements during their season, and then actually enabling some scouting, either for the players or really for the coaches, that they can help their players get ahead of the match a little bit by seeing what they're up against in the next week.
I like that, the scouting part, and especially like also bolstering achievements, especially like hyper focusing on things that people are doing right and saying, hey, this is great. And I do like that y'all are using those stats to kind of back that up. So really cool that you're using these statistics in the correct way. Now, that being said, how do you go about collecting all this information? I know it has to be a very tough and difficult job, and it's got to be different per game, or maybe it's just very difficult overall. I just want to know how y'all break it all down.
Yeah. So like I mentioned with like League of Legends, the first one is if there's an integration that we could kind of tap into and get stats directly from inside the match. In some cases that will make it easier, but as you kind of just mentioned, it's also different for each game, right? And we have a lot of titles that don't have an integration. So our answer to that was the Match Assistant. And it's a tool that follows you along through your match day experience, where you put in the characters or the loadouts, the stages that you're selecting. We will save all of that and then be able to give those stats back for scouting or celebrating, etc. And yep. And then just the last thing, like, some of the new titles people will see is getting like team results, like, your score, your rounds won, etc. Whatever we can do for Match Assistant to get some of those stats.
Let's take a look at some of those stats right now. Let's take a look at our meta report that we have here. And look at that for Street Fighter. A lot of Ken, a lot of Zangief, and a lot of Akuma. I imagine for Street Fighter, they have a lot of stuff on their CFN that you can easily collect if people are playing online. For offline, probably a little bit different, but you see that across the board for League of Legends and Madden as well.
Yeah, I mean, and these are the top pick rates across the board. And what I always find interesting, especially with characters that you can pick through each of these titles, there's always one character that actually gets picked a lot more than their win rate would lead you to believe. Certain characters that might get picked a lot, but have a sub 50% win rate. So this is really popular, which I find very interesting.
That's really cool. I would imagine maybe for Street Fighter, Akuma might be among that because he's kind of hard to play. Ken might be on the upper echelon, but it just maybe depends on, who they're fighting, who they're playing. But it's really cool to see, like, even for Street Fighter, because, I'm a big FGC head, to see that a grappler is in second place position. Shotos are usually what people pick. Like, oh, this character looks cool. He's got fire on his fist. And you see that with Ken and Akuma. Like, they look cool. Like, why not start off with them? But Zangief in second is kind of wild. Go over to League of Legends, and you have the percentages right there in terms of, like, the percentage of like the games used, like 22.17%. That must mean there's a lot in between, and these are just like the top right here, but there must be, obviously, because there's a lot of heroes, so it makes sense for League. And then we have Madden for Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs, and the San Francisco 49ers. This is really cool. Like, the fact that y'all are gathering this data to use it for multiple things, and sometimes I guess I'm assuming have to enter it manually and have to compile it, and using it in the proper way is very, very advanced. That's, I guess, what you'd expect from top tier coaching, but it's such a good idea, though.
Yeah, and one thing that's really interesting with Madden is we're also collecting which offensive playbooks people are using and defensive playbooks, being able to see kind of, the average score that our players might be getting with a certain playbook, or how many points they are allowing with a defensive playbook, which is pretty interesting to see. And then definitely for Madden, it follows the NFL, kind of, last season in the spring, definitely like Chiefs was like the #1 played team. It's pretty interesting to see how that kind of correlates.
That is super sick. That is super cool. And it's exciting again to see, the stats again, as I mentioned, used for good, obviously not evil, but even more so, be able to hyper focus on habits, hyper focus on things that people are doing on defense, offense, stuff like that. I'm super curious to see what y'all are going to be doing with Street Fighter. But speaking of things in the future, though, any big plans with these game stats that you plan to use, or you plan to buff up, or plan to add in terms of adding more particular stats?
Kind of all of the above, Saint. To start, a lot of our players would start to see this season, we're starting to ask for some more stats for all of our titles wherever we can, even if it's just a score for the team at the end, rounds won for certain titles. And really where we're going to take that is, trying to celebrate and show these stats more. So some of the ones that we showed here today in the meta report, but even allowing our users to dig deeper into, am I actually the best Ken player in my league? Like, do I play it the most? Like, those sorts of interesting questions that can just allow for celebration. And also scouting, right? Oh, hey, you're going up against the best, of this character next week. Get ready.
That is so cool. That also helps to put more weight on what happens when they have these matches happen, because there's so much behind the scenes. And it's great that people know about this now. Like, it's not just people just jumping in and just, oh, just like the character or whatever team and we just play. There's a lot more that goes in behind and preparation, and it's professional level. You see a lot of people in professional levels and professional teams that are outside of schools do the same thing. I know in fighting games, they have like coaches and things like that hyper focus on stats that are as you would see in traditional sports. So great to see that y'all are doing that big work out here. Sean, any final words though?
No, just that, we're going to keep collecting stats here. I mean, if you're interested, there is sometimes where we'll talk about stats in the Discord. So if you're one of our coaches, jump over in our Discord. We love talking about stats, seeing how things are going and what more we should be collecting.
All right. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for joining us and talking about the stats and what y'all are doing with those numbers. Now, people, we went through so much. We've done a lot. There's so much going on in the esports side of things, but you know why I'm here. I know why some of you are here. It's time to conclude our Ultimate Street Fighter segment. The training arc ends, and now the tournament arc begins. People, we're going to play a quick video. The super coach, we have to highlight them and how good the programs are. We come back. It's time for the fights. See you in a second.
The experience with competing with PlayVS has been great. It's been very streamlined. It's been very easy to navigate, and just been awesome to help our kids get involved and stay competitive. Experience for esports has just been awesome because I've seen a lot of kids that I wouldn't normally see on a day-to-day basis, and got to build connections and relationships with them and see them grow through esports and learn through competitive play and just growing together as a team.
PlayVS offers a lot with regards to community outreach. So the students have an easy way to get in and look at their schedule and communicate with their opponents, but also the amount of things that PlayVS has given to us with regards to things like Nintendo Switches and codes and games and things. They are so good to be able to supply us with things that we've needed in order to compete that I don't really think we'd have to go outside for very much. The thing that I've seen with regards to my players that I'm the most happy with as part of the program is that they have a real community here. And that was the thing I sold the administration on right off the bat, was that these kids hadn't had, a lot of them at least, the opportunity to play sports in a traditional setting. They weren't into that. That wasn't really their thing. They like to play games. I liked to growing up too. So the idea that I could create a community inside of the community they're already familiar with that would kind of excite them and bring them back to the school with something to look forward to was really enticing. And I just love that part about it.
I think if I had any advice to give to other coaches out there about being a super coach is, if you firmly believe that esports is good for the future of high school and good for the future of the kids, definitely look into it. There are really good benefits. There are really good super coaches around the country. We all support each other like a family. If you feel strongly about esports and you really want to do a good job of helping other schools be involved, you should definitely join the program, because we're a tight-knit community that is growing rapidly.
What made me decide to become a super coach is I wanted to take our program to the next level. I wanted to elevate our program. I wanted more of a voice with PlayVS, and I wanted more opportunities to support the kids. Super Coach program is awesome. You get direct access to a team of amazing coaches. You get access to better access to PlayVS. You get direct communication with the league to discuss changes in rules or changes to the platform. You get to give more direct feedback. It's a great program.
Absolutely, jump on board. I'm sure that you'll have lots of kids at your school to compete with, and reach out and speak to other coaches. We have the Super Coach program. If you go online, go to playvs.com or reach out to the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. They can direct you to one of our super coaches like myself or an individual PlayVS, and we can help you get started. And it's just a wonderful program. You won't be disappointed by the results.
The experience of coaching esports for me has been fulfilling, super rewarding. And I think even if Bob Jones wasn't as successful as they are, I think I would still feel fulfilled and rewarded being able to give these kids a community at school and being able to give these kids a place to showcase their skills that are going to get unnoticed if esports wasn't something that they can participate in.
Join. I mean, we need more. We need more people getting involved with this program and helping to grow the sport in the state of Oklahoma.
To join the Super Coach program, if you're a coach that you're already that go-to person in your state, like, there's no reason not to do it. Like, because, like I said, it gives you like a little bit more behind the scenes with PlayVS and how things work, which is just going to help you help your state more. And I mean, that's what the Super Coach program was put in there for, was so, because we're on the ground and we're here, so it's easier for us sometimes to help. And so it provides you with more information to just allow you to help build esports better in your state. So there's really, if you're interested in it, there's really no reason not to apply for it, because you're probably already doing a lot of the work anyway, you just don't realize it.
It makes me cry inside every time I see them together as friends. The talks that we have about, it's not just about the winning, it's about the community that we're building, setting the foundation for, you know, future players to come in and feel comfortable and being accepted with the ideals and just the interest that they have with this. And so I have nothing but pride and joy for them, win or lose.
Basically that I love that we're given the opportunity for these, I call them atypical athletes, that are given an opportunity for them to be successful both in high school and for whatever opportunities open for them. I'm hoping that I can do whatever I can to help get them to the next level.
Do it. Please join the program. There is so many great things, so many great people to meet. It's just a really good community.
Super coaches are such an apt name. I think we actually are able to have that title too as well, because we're gonna have two coaches on the screen. It's me, it's Zaffarino. Y'all know me, y'all love me, but you'll definitely know and love one of the greatest minds in the FGC, my brother from another mother. But I'll tell you, thicker than blood. That's family right there. Zaffarino, my dog, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I love the family title, but you know that's gonna have to be put on hold for the next 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, you know what's about to happen out
Let
here.
them know what's about to happen.
Well, it's, you know, Ultimate Street Fighter, we had a program where we coached both 3 players individually, and it got them from where they're at when they started, you know, little hatchlings, into absolute demons, dinosaurs, just titans, which you will see real soon.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, like T-Rexes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my team is, you know what I'm saying? But they will not be going extinct out here. In fact, they'll be surviving and thriving. Yeah.
So you chose to say dinosaurs, knowing that dinosaurs went extinct. You know
See,
what? You are clairvoyant, because you know what's about to happen today.
Nah.
You know what my team's about to do to you. I understand. See, you are. That's why they pay you the big bucks, because you know what you're talking about.
Your team about to get ate up. Can't lie. We'll see what happens, though. We got a lot of things to go through before we get to that point. We got a few segments to do. It's time, people, for this or that. Yeah, this, that. All right. Okay, let's play this or that. Now, I'll let y'all know, production did not let us know what was going on. It's time to pick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait. Oh, this is easy. Oh, geez.
If we count Street Fighter 3, you know, like the Third Strike and stuff like that, Alpha 2 and all that stuff like that, OGs. If we just do a new OGs.
This is brain dead.
OGs.
Yeah,
free.
Yeah, free. That's.
Yeah, give me the OGs.
Okay, I need some more tricky stuff.
Well, you know, you're gonna say Saints, right? Because like, why would
no,
you
I'm
not
actually
say
gonna go with the Sinners.
Saints?
You're opposite. You understand? You saw what I did there?
No, I didn't. So the Saints are gonna be the ones that we choose. Like, you choose Saints, right? Like that's what you choose.
Why would I choose the Saints?
I mean, it just makes sense.
You've
right?
already committed a sin.
Just gonna win.
Allowing your pride to take over and think that you could dance with me. Are you crazy?
Oh, I'm leading.
How
the entire
can you
time.
be a saint? You've already polluted your conscience.
This man, the Saints. He chose the Saints. So y'all heard it. He said the Saints.
Team Kaizen, 100%.
Okay.
Continuous improvement.
Uh-huh.
These continuous dubs.
Dudley.
Ooh.
Dudley.
Viper.
Why Viper?
Because her style is not in the game. We already have Ed, who's a boxer, right?
They can change him up.
I like
Dudley up.
both. I would
Yeah.
like both, but if I have to choose one, I want more diversity.
I want more mix. I want more 50-50s. Give me my Dudley. Give me my Dudley. You know what type of player I am.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get another one here for this or that. We haven't agreed on anything just yet. However, this is hard.
Is this game dependent or in general? Because I think it depends on the game.
Let's just say Street Fighter.
Say Street Fighter?
Fast and Weak. If I had to do one of them, Fast and Weak. Fast and Weak.
I don't know, because then look at Kimberly. She's fast and weak. Do I really want to? I'd rather slow and strong.
Really slow? Or so you rather go for the geek?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like to walk people down.
Like Ed is slow, but he's strong, right? Akuma's fast. He's fast. Yeah. But Bison is like slow, strong.
You're right. Bison is. I'd have to go for slow and strong. If Bison's gonna be slow and strong, I understand what you're putting down. I get it. All right.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. Exactly.
I am. Put it in my pocket, bro. I'm with you on that one. Okay. That one I'm with you. All right. So.
Drum roll.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be on my boomer-ish. You know me.
I know you. You're definitely on your boomer stuff. Okay. I don't have mine with you. You're so lucky, but leverless. I'm just gonna have to say leverless.
You're not real. That doesn't even count.
I'm older than you.
Don't count that. He doesn't even have one with him. He doesn't even use one.
Wait, production.
He doesn't even use. Next question. Next question.
No, got him. And it has Odin on it, and it has a boy on it. Nah, leverless all day,
Photoshop.
baby.
That's not real.
That's not real.
That's a part of your
touching
green
it right
screen.
now.
That's your green screen, man.
Love it. I love it.
Good job, production. You guys did a great job with that Photoshop.
Nice try.
Professional.
Yeah, leverless all the way. Okay. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6
all day.
Street Fighter 6 all day, bro. This one's not even super hard.
Yeah.
This was free. I'm not that much of an old head. No. Ooh, like the design? Or do you mean the character overall?
My favorite Ryu was technically a younger Ryu, which is Street Fighter 4 Ryu.
Really? Mine's like Alpha. Like I think the Alpha 2 Ryu was like the coolest.
Oh, yeah, even Alpha Ryu was pretty dope. Yeah, it's young.
Yeah, young Ryu.
Weird is cool, but
just traditional. I like the traditional karate guy. Just give me that, you know? Yeah.
When he was like the Goku of video games, basically.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
All right.
Trying to fight everybody. All right, yeah, young Ryu. Pick that one. Okay. I know what you're gonna say for this one.
Yeah, you already know what I'm gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say though?
Hadouken.
Yeah, you know. I love me some fireballs.
The
science of
have
fireballs.
a deep appreciation of the science of things. There's nothing really scientific behind DP. You just do it. It's a flip of the coin.
It's a reversal, you know.
Right? But you
It's an
appreciate
anti-air.
the fine details. So of course you like fireball. Sorry, I got the reads on you. It's too late.
I think we already talked about this too. That's the only reason why you knew that. I think we already talked about this. You just remember the conversation that we had.
45 minutes of torment for you.
It won't be. It won't be at all. When I get this W,
in the
we'll hold this
stars.
forever. You better hope they bring this back. All right.
Classic. We appreciate the new modern players. We're glad you're playing fighting games, but
of course,
someday come over and play some classic. Shouts to Onset. Onset is playing classic Bison now. See,
he switched it up. He switched it up,
and
you
he
know?
was doing damage with modern Bison, but he was like, "What am I doing?"
We have all the moves, everything. So
all the moves.
I mean, that's the cool thing about having classic. Once you upgrade to that, you get everything right there, and that's everything in terms of this or that. We agreed on a few things. I think we agreed on the most important part, which is the fireball is better than the DP, because I feel like, as you said, there's a lot of science behind that. A lot of things that are like zoning in terms of spacing, all that good stuff. It's super cool, but it's time to stop being cool. It's time to get down and dirty. The training arc is over. You know, I've been holding back because I'm a host. I'm trying to be, nice, but it's time. It's over. I'm ripping that up. All right, listen, let's take a look at the Saints training arc and how my team will be reigning supreme today. How we get down. Oh yeah, bars, baby.
Hello, I'm Cavante.
I'm Michael.
My name is Flynn.
I am a sophomore.
I am a junior.
I'm in grade 12. That's the last year over here.
I go to Man Central Institute.
And I go to Belle Plaine High School in Kansas.
Go to Prince George Secondary School down in British Columbia, Canada.
I don't really have a big background other than my family used to play it all the time, and I used to hear my dad talk about it constantly. So I got kind of interested in fighting games, so I started playing those. And then I heard Street Fighters at this school, so I decided to give it a try.
Street Fighter specifically, I don't have much of a background. I started Street Fighter 6 as my first Street Fighter. So, but I do have plenty of background with a bunch of other fighting games.
I started with Street Fighter 4 back in, I gotta say, like 2010s, early 2010s, so I'm pretty extensive on it. But I was just a casual. I've only really gotten into competitively ever since maybe late Street Fighter 5, definitely, right before 2020.
There's a Street Fighter League at our school, and I know other people that talk to me are pretty interested in Street Fighter, and I wanted to be able to have them have a team for Street Fighter, so I decided to step in and see what Street Fighter is all about to see if I want to play it.
So the coaching thing from like the top players in the world kind of hooked me on very good. That's such a weird way to put it.
Honestly, I saw the opportunity like a few weeks ago in the PlayVS chat. I think the application got shot down. I was like, hey, it looks pretty cool. And I saw it. I was like, hey, nice opportunity to show off my skills, refine some, maybe share some skills with other people.
At least to get to Master and just to be able to have fun.
Master rank is like the sort of dream, I guess.
For myself, I would say generally like, refine some skills, figure out like where my weaknesses are, that kind of thing. Just general like optimization, stuff like that. But I do really like teaching. Like I currently coach as the primary student coach for PGSS, so that's been pretty well. We're like top 6 right now in Pacific.
I'm saying Cole, I'm a commentator, content creator, but I've been studying this game for dang near every single day that it's come out and even previously. Now, okay, Clover, we'll start with you. One thing I want from you, and it's gonna sound very, very basic, is to be comfortable throwing fireballs. Red Mist, give me 3 in a match. 3 in a match for your anti-air, your crouch fears, and your air-to-air, the jump medium. Flynn, flame. So I want you to learn a lot of combos off a punish counter for that, off the heavy version, as many as you can. If put more conversions in what you do so that you get a kill combo. Like when it comes to Akuma, you want to hit them hard. So if you have that access with the suppressor, that's an easy possible 1/4 their life that you could do. So I want that to be like a big entry point for you. So you're gonna use the fireballs to try to like goad her into doing that. The fireballs are like an initiator. When you're spending time with the character that you're playing, have some drills. For your main, have some drills. Do those drills before you even go into a match, before you even go into rank.
Pretty well. I was able to do it successfully in most of my matches. I can pretty much throw it and be confident that I'm gonna hit it.
I hit a lot more than I thought I was going to hit going into this, because I never thought of them as like good tools until I actually used them. It's like, oh hey, they actually work. Not that bad as I thought they did.
What went well was definitely just like being able to focus solely on that one thing. Like, and they mentioned a few of the matches, I just fireball over and over again, no matter what happened, right? But yeah, that was great.
I feel like the progress is absolutely wild, like beyond my expectations. Seeing them play, like I kind of went to their CFN and saw the other matches they were playing. You could see like immediate improvements. For example, Clover was throwing out fireballs way more constantly, more consistently, more confidently, and you could definitely see like the way bigger change than what we had saw the very first match. Same with Red Mist. They gave me a different character, but you can tell that they're already looking to utilize the tools that I asked them to do. And even if it wasn't the exact same tools all the time, because I did ask Red to anti-air and the players weren't jumping on him, so he'd be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna backdash and wait. So he learned a whole different skill set with that. He was like, I couldn't use this skill set in the moment, but I learned something else in between. Like, that is amazing. And then Flynn, who's been dabbling in other characters, who has been way quicker in terms of like learning combos and things like that. All these players are so interested and so like locked in, I guess, on what I'm asking them to do, and then learning from beyond that. So I feel like I'm just like an enabler and they're just doing the most out here.
Honestly, no. Ed was just me picking a character because I was like, huh, what other characters are there other than Ryu? I saw Ed and I was like, I wonder what he does. And I realized that Ed is a fast-moving character, and I like fast-paced games and fast-moving characters, so I picked Ed.
Trying to get it into like my everyday gameplay and not just going for it because I was told to is a little hard. Like trying to make it a normal thing that I do in every match is going to be an adjustment, but other than that, like actually hitting them, it's not too hard.
Definitely trying to actually like reenact the homework. I think what I've been given is definitely kind of like, and again, I'm not really, I'm not gonna get better just by like playing, right? I gotta actually kind of figure out what to do in some scenarios. So just being able to reenact those scenarios is definitely a bit of a struggle, but that's manageable.
I want to see what they do with this after. I want to see if they start entering tournaments. I want to see if they start going to like locals and things like that. I want to see out here in these matches. I'd obviously like to see the progress be put to work, but I really want to see what happens afterwards. I want to see their growth, and I definitely want to keep checking in on them from time to time and try to get them to some tournaments and things like that. Let's go, Team Saints! Woo! Listen, I'm so proud of all of my students, Clover, Red, Flynn. Proud of all of you. I know I already sent the video in there. You already know how I feel. What we focus on was offense, defense, and really having fun. At the end of the day, I want them to have fun and be able to be engaged with this because there'll be some moments where you get salty. So I want those 3 things to be able to save you and prevent you from leaving fighting games, because fighting games are very much about yourself and an interflection on what you do. So very happy to what they've been doing, been seeing them grow and prosper. I think they'll be just fine in and outside of today's broadcast. Now, that being said, I guess we have to think about another team out here.
You guys are gonna, I don't know, have to change your name or something. Gonna feel like some sinners after this little exhibition that's about to happen.
That's crazy. We'll be some sinners depending on what we do to your team. So let's actually take a look at your training arc and how your team's evolved.
Hi, I'm Ace or Scott.
Hello, I'm Noah, or as I go, Sandwich.
Hello, my name is Serena.
I'm from Maine Central Institute.
I'm from London High School.
My school is Scotch Plains Fanwood High School.
And I am a junior.
I'm a senior currently.
Oh, and I'm a senior.
When Street Fighter 6 came out, it's something that I wanted to get into. I just didn't really know how, so I haven't gotten really good at the game. But it's been something I've been wanting to get into for a while now.
This is my first Street Fighter game. For experience in other FGC games, recently got Street Fighter 6 as of like March.
Okay, my background in Street Fighter, I didn't start playing it till it was offered as an esport. I have a background in fighting games though. Then I talked to my school's esports coach. He said Street Fighter is going to be a game you can play. So then I got really into Street Fighter, and here I am now.
I thought it would offer like a good coaching session to help me improve in just basic things like my neutral, my game mechanics, anti-airs, combos, all that to just help me overall get better as a player.
I need to get better at so many things that I just have no idea like where to start.
I wanted to be a part of Ultimate Street Fighter to get better. I feel like it can always improve. There's always things to get better at. It's gonna make me want to play the game more. It's gonna make me want to get better, which is always an amazing thing to do.
I think overall just improve all of my game basics, my mechanics. I want better neutral. So one, I can start playing competitive, ranking up, and also be able to compete in the PlayVS title in my state.
My goal for Street Fighter is probably make it to Masters and do pretty good throughout the lifespan of this game.
I think my goal in Street Fighter, be a good player. I want to be able to like head to local tourneys and be able to show up and win. I want to try to become, once I'm out of like not able to play in high school esports, I want to be a bigger part of my local fighting game scene, my FGC scene, and I want to be able to perform well in that.
I'm a competitive Street Fighter 4 player originally that ended up becoming a teacher, and I still compete to this day, but just as I am competitive with being in tournaments, I am also very ambitious and passionate about helping people.
Hello.
I'm excited. What's up, Ace? What's up, Sandwich? What's up, Serena? What's going on? Ace. So this is going to be kind of hard to measure. It's more so like visual, just seeing this, right? Ace is going to practice moving around with the character and just simply getting into range of a button, let's say 10 times in a row. Can you hit Akuma 10 times in a row? So forward walk speeds are faster than back walk speeds, so that's why you can catch up See? So Sandwich, I would like to find 3 losses, and for each of those losses, find one answer regarding these. All right, what hit me? Where did it hit me? When did it hit me? What, where, when? And then for Serena, we're gonna have the differentiation. Trying to do it 10 times in a row on each side. So even if you get counter hit, I still count this as a success, because you understand what the moment is calling for, right? You're gonna get better at this over time.
So the main thing Zaf wanted me to work on this week was learning my spacing. So being able to tell when I should be able to throw out a move and it should be able to land safely and not be able to whiff. And also just messing around with game mechanics like drive impacts, parries, drive rush. I think it went okay. I think I'm starting to get more of a hang of the game mechanics and learning the spacing for moves.
Zaffarino told me to work on my anti-airs and like just reviewing matches like through replays. It was good. I got a lot of games that I looked through and I practiced anti-airs and I got 10 in a row on both sides. So
I worked on anti-airs and drive meter management. I think I did pretty good on anti-airs. Like, I've been able to kind of sort of rewire the way I think of neutral with looking for the drive rush first and then reacting to the jump rather than waiting for like a jump or something else, because the drive rush would be faster. And then for meter management, I'm definitely getting way better with it because I don't burn out nearly as much anymore, and I learned some more meterless combos for myself.
It's definitely a lot harder to like figure out the spacing in the match when you're both constantly just playing footsies back and forth, trying to get into like your most effective range and utilizing all of the game mechanics.
I guess trying to notice in match where I was losing, like from replays. Just having a hard time implementing it from replays.
I think the MR reset kind of in the middle of the week kind of made me play people a little better than I normally would. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're trying to like rewire the way you play and play in a new play style.
The students are coming along swimmingly. I am excited. It's cool to see how they responded to the homework, to see the challenges and they're having. And the most important thing is they're honest. Like they're telling me like, oh, I had a hard time with this, and you know, they were asking questions and stuff like that. It seems like they're growing more and more comfortable as the weeks are going on, which is pretty dope. So, you know, the idea is to try to be like a family and we work together and we grow together. So looks like we're moving in the right direction.
See, Kaizen, and I'm guessing you have some words to say about your team. I'm gonna let you say it. Go ahead. Yeah, go on.
I mean, if you
talk about your journey,
if you'd like, I mean, I love my team. Honestly, I love the progress. I love the work that they're putting in. I love the honesty is a big thing because you need to take accountability when it comes to improving. You know, so when people are asking me questions and highlighting points that, because I can't see everything, right? I can't see or feel the emotions they feel. So when they tell me that they're struggling with certain things, then it brings it to my attention, you know, and it makes it, the transparency makes it a lot easier for me to be more accurate with the feedback that I can give them. So I really appreciate them, and it's been a journey, you know, and seeing them progress each week and seeing the progress, and it's tangible. You can see it, you can sense it. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah, same here. You know, watching the students grow and apply the things that we've taught them, and also apply the learning tools that we've taught them to as well on their own has been fantastic. And now I think it's time for us to take a quick break so we can assemble our squads and have them go at it, people. One more break, and then we begin the tournament arc. We will see you in a second. jumping. You see how he's able to, later on, he's able to DP, jump back, jab, parry. Parry is something that we all should be doing. We should be tapping that parry when we think something is coming. Eventually, we will lab out how to use it. But this, okay, that was good. That was a really good, oops, let me do that. That heavy kick was really good. And I think you use it as a whip punish later on. So I'm proud of you for finding heavy kick as a whip punish tool instead of just waking up with it. Now you did wake up with it later on. Okay, Flynn, you're going to use parry more, tap parry, or even perfect parry. Just get used to it more often on wake up and neutral. Don't go into burnout nearly as much. In fact, try to go without burnout from what you are doing.
How do you feel about the progress in your team this week or this past week?
Part of me is a little worried because, you know, some of the students were out sick, but part of me is not, because I could send them the information over and they can kind of figure it out because they're very, very smart kids. Like, these kids are super smart. Seeing their progress up to this point, I have no doubt in my mind, though, like overall, that they'll be able to do what I need them to do for the homework. So I was going to have them sit down and like watch some of these replays, go over the replay feature so that they can all learn why certain things work the way they do by the game telling them. So the replay feature in the game will tell them if they're plus or minus. They can actually take over the character and like say, okay, well, I missed this anti-air here. I can try and go for it here now if I practice it in the replay feature. So like you can kind of get like a different element, a different look, a retry, if you will. And I wanted them to get used to this element because it's a really easy way of getting better, faster, because they've learned all the other stuff. Now it's time to look back at what they've done wrong and right and expound upon all that.
This week I'm working on using my supers for more damage and just like having more confidence in my buttons and being able to walk up and just hit them. Like to check drive rushes, I have more confidence in my buttons. When I see them, I'm not going to crouch back. It was kind of more situational to practice in game, but for the supers, I learned some new combos and I'm already starting to get them down and execute them. I think this week's going to be a good one for me.
I've definitely found that I'm not a big fan of charge characters. Or I've mainly shifted towards Ken because I like his options, I like his combo game, and I like his character design.
How are you feeling about the rematch coming up?
I'm feeling fine. I haven't seen him online at all.
Throughout the training, what do you think went well this week?
Definitely just like my practice room, my like training room things. I've gotten really good at like the drills and stuff.
You would only walk a certain distance before you send something, right? And then it's like once you've hit this invisible force field, this wah 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 wah, you're like it's so intense on the other side of this world. I'm gonna just send something because I don't want to be here. This is too scary. This person just lets you take all of this real estate without really doing anything to combat it, with no fireballs or any sort of like control to make you stop moving forward. You just take all this space with no health involved, right? You can just walk and just block the fireball, or if they throw one or whatever.
How do you feel about progress this week with your team? It's week 3.
Feeling pretty good. Our momentum's in the right direction, for sure.
Are there any big red flags or concerns that are going into the last like week and a half of this?
Maybe like the red flag would just be like Ace just not sticking to one character. It's not a concern, because if it's a concern, that means I'm not confident in being able to solve it.
End of the week, I've done great. I got really good learning my combos. I was doing great with that. I basically learned OD spinny kick. Don't know the actual name for it, but it basically can combo into any super, which is great for knowing the routes because you can combo the back heavy punch into that.
How are you feeling going into the rematch in a couple days?
I think I'm ready. I know that my teammate, I know who he switched to, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like Ed controls the mid-range really well, and it's going to be annoying to actually try and get in hit combos, but I do have another pocket character I've been trying out that might work better.
That's interesting. And how are you feeling about this rematch coming
up? Great. I looked at how many games he played this phase, and I think it was like 50 or something last night.
50 being a little bit? 50 being a lot?
That's how many games he's played.
Saying that's like not enough compared to
nah.
what you've been playing. And how are you feeling about the rematch coming up in a couple days?
I think I got it.
Oh yeah.
I've been improving a bunch. I feel like I've gotten a lot better in this past what is it, month basically?
Okay, yeah, you're doing it. You're actually doing it. But you see why this works? Why this jump worked? Because you were in range of the jump. Before, when you jumped, right? Because you walked back and then jumped. You went from like this to this, and this is not really like a threatening range, right? Compared to where he is. But when you walked forward, this now takes on this range, and then now you can hit him. All I gotta say is, honestly, I feel like the destruction of that other team is gonna be even crazier than the first time. So I don't really need to give you guys advice.
Right. We got this in the bag.
Yeah, I don't think I need to really say
like
much.
50 games this phase, man.
So how do you feel about your progress, or your team's progress this week?
My team is making me proud. I can confidently say that this is going to be even more dominating than the first exhibition. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Oof. Oof. It is great to see the players so interested in fighting games, no matter what. But it's time to see the results. It's time to see the training has helped. It's time to see these teams in action. Team Saint, Team Kaizen. Let's get it in. Let's go. Are you ready, Zaf?
Are you ready to rumble?
Oh, that's the MCA. Mike, get him. Production, get him. That's a fine, bro.
Don't deduct my pay.
Oh, I'm excited for this. You ready, brother? You ready?
Let's boogie.
All right. We're going to be starting off, of course, with our rookie match, Clover versus Ace. And we move on to Sandwich versus Red Mist. And then we finish things off with Serena Star versus Flynn. That's going to be ending things out. And then, of course, of that special exhibition, nay, an execution, when I defeat Zaffarino with my Bison. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, don't look like that, bro. My Bison be getting into people. Can't lie. Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Just to teach this man what power really looks like. You understand?
That's crazy, because I've taught you some things, but right now I'm gonna teach you why my team reigns supreme. Team Saint with Team Kaizen, Ace versus Clover.
Ooh, okay. So let's see how this rematch looks this time. It's a sequel, so you know what I'm expecting. It's not like one of those bad sequels. It's one of those like continuously quality sequels, which is going to be the same result, a blockbuster from beginning to end.
I don't think so. We see a switch up from my friend Clover doing mad work with the... See, again, we talked about this. Like, there's a lot of variety in terms of like the players and what they're playing, a lot of switch ups, because when you're on the newer side, you want to like dabble in other characters. So we do have it. Yeah, there we go. Switch it up a little bit. Ace on the left-hand side, Clover on the right. Oh, my bad. Ace is on with the Kin. So Ace actually Kin. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah.
Okay. So now, thank you for commentating and rooting for my student. I really appreciate you. Thank you. See, and look what happened. Oh,
look what happened. The drive impact right back. Something we really worked on. I said, Clover, you got to do the right things with the system mechanic.
Ace. Does history repeat itself? This is a first of three, right? First of three.
Action production. Are we at first of one, first of three?
I think it's first of three, right?
Yeah, so it is first of three. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Wait. What is Ace doing? He's switching characters?
Ace one is switching. Okay. We'll see.
Wait.
Ace, you win, bro. You can't switch. Hey, hold on, Ace. But
hey,
I did see a switch.
What are you doing?
I did see a switch for my friend Clover. Clover was playing Luke prior. So Clover's played like a lot of different characters, right? We saw Ryu.
Okay.
Now he switched over to Ed because he found that character fun. And Luke, we talked about how that could be a benefit and a curse as well. But you see the things that I've asked him to work on. You being able to be ready for like drive impacts and things like that. What do you see from your side of things for your player when they've worked on?
Well, the thing I stressed was just enjoying the moment. Just play. Find your uniqueness. Mm-hmm. I'm only going to give you direction. I'm not going to give you parameters, And that's what I'm seeing with Ace. Is I'm seeing like he's taking his paintbrush and he's just painting however he wants, you know. We're back into it.
A little blind pick right here.
He went. Okay, he went Guile. Okay. Okay, interesting. He told me that he was going to try Guile.
Oh, okay.
But that was like literally a couple days ago.
And already he flipped the script. Wow.
Ace is basically infiltration. He is just a master of all characters, apparently.
Whatever he wants to play.
He said he was going to stay with Ken, but in his brain, he's like, you know what? I need to flex my creative muscles and show you guys that I can dominate with random select. And he's doing it here.
Hey, same with Clover, though. Hold on now. Clover's not done yet. Clover, I asked to practice some of these combos and conversions. That's kind of my thing. Was like in the same way of having fun. Do the drive impact. And that's the problem is playing Ed. Very susceptible to drive impact. Okay, I like that. With the counterversal, we talked about that. Defense. We love to see it, Clover.
Okay, but you ready for this DI? Because that's what I told him, saying. I told him to DI. Like your life depends on it. And sure enough, Ace came through and listened.
2-0. They can hear me. Clover.
Can't hear you.
Hit the DI, bro. Hit the DI. We talked about that too. I was similar with you in terms of like
advice.
No, but that's something I told him. I was like, use the system mechanics. You know, use the eye. Very cheap at this level. You know, use those things that he used before. We saw even when they were doing the run back that he used that too as well. So I hope he goes back to that comfortability of like this worked last time, at least to access damage, right? So great minds, I guess. But okay, come on, Clover.
You know what we call this? We call this karma because you taught me recently in a conversation about the power of simplicity. So when I went and I taught, I said, hey, at your skill level, you're going to play somebody of your skill level. And at your skill level, this is broken. DI.
DI is pretty strong.
And sure enough, 2-0 lead. About to close it out. 3-0.
We'll see. Hold up now. Clover, same thing. We practice. Think about the combos. Think about how you're going to land them. Hit those fireballs and stay nice and far away from the opponent play. We'll see if he switches over to his Ryu. That was the character that he started with, and we'll see if he finishes with that or if he goes to something different. Again, as you mentioned, these rookie players like to switch around, like to, you know, experiment with the game. I think this is like the most fun you'll probably have because you're not endowed with all the heavy things of frame data of, oh, this matchup or all the other players playing this and that, and this character didn't win this tournament. So you feel like you're not able to beat anybody in a tournament now because this other person who's better than you didn't do that. So they're kind of enjoying the moment overall. So regardless of what happens, Clover, I just want you to have fun and just do the things that you were doing before and stick with it.
Yeah, you're not disappointing anybody regardless of the result. We're just here to have a good time and just to push the quality of Street Fighter forward in our communities. You know, we're just doing this for banter, honestly. So any pressure that you feel, just know that we combat that with support, right? So we want you to just do your best. And with that, we know what to do going forward. That's for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the adjustments from both players. You know, Ace is kind of cooking up, can't lie. But Clover is doing the things that were taught to him. He is going for more of these fireballs every so often. He is trying to focus on the things that make the character strong. We see with Ed using some of these normals at the proper ranges, like stand meter kick. Unfortunately, DI is a really good option against Ed in most instances. So we'll see if he can DI right back again. He can hit those DIs too as well. I like the fact that you were going for the simplicity. I like that element. You know, simplicity definitely is very key at every level. It's just implementing simplicity and where you put it. Every level. You know how many pro players, even you, I mean, you've struggled with this. I mean, even when I study the game and play the game, I come back and I'm like, trying to get my player mindset. I'm like, bro, there's so much I got to do. I know all these combos. I've seen them all. Just paring it down to a few things is what's going to take me further than just, I got to learn everything. I know everything, every Oki and every, you know, just go with it.
All right. I usually I got it from a book called The One Thing, that like you focus on the one thing that's going to basically just make everything else easier or even unnecessary. Right. So something that basically will lift all of the tides, raising all of the boats. Right. Yeah. That's what you want. And that leverage means that you exert less energy. Right. And then that energy can be kind of like reserved for the adaptations or for the stamina to go deeper in a tournament. That's a very real thing.
Yeah.
Especially in a game like this where you're constantly making decisions very fast, frenetically. You can get overwhelmed very easily, very quickly.
I think we talked about this too as well. Like the simplicity also lets you focus on the things that you do right. Like, you know, once you pare down so much, the more you pare down, the more you can kind of view the entire landscape and not be overburdened by too many things. We're gonna be moving on to another match here. The rematch again. Sandwich Man, Red Mist, both Marisa players.
Okay, so Sandwich, I'm very interested to see how Sandwich implements moving forward, right? And then also when it's those round 3 scenarios, not falling to the pressure of, you know, trying not to lose or trying to force a win. So right now, Sandwich in the lead as expected, but it's when things get nitty and gritty, that's where I want to see the evolution of Sandwich as a player.
I see Red Mist walking back a little bit. That's kind of a defensive thing. And they're holding parry. Let's go. Drive impact right back. Unfortunately, Sandwich was ready with the clapback.
As you can see, just Team Kaizen excellence just absolutely broken. Look at this, just insurmountable pressure.
It's not over. We'll see that defense come into play, something we worked with.
Ooh, what the air to air. That's the anti-airs that is from Zaffarino himself.
Okay, remember, Red, you've got that big heavy kick. You've got other buttons as well. The advance is what I'm looking for. That's why I like more drive rush. It's okay, Red.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Sandwich.
It's not bad at all, Red. It's not bad. You're doing the things I taught you. Trying to wait for these moments to try to answer. You're drive rushing a lot more. Something that Red didn't do previously was using the drive gauge with the character, which is used it for like specials. And now we're seeing a lot more advancement. There we go, Red.
Nice, good punish from Sandwich there. Now gets Oki going for some pressure, some Gladius trying to chip away at the drive gauge. What's going on, Saint? It's looking a little scary over here.
We'll see, we'll see. It's not over. Up the bottom. Right reversal. No!
You would have been right. You would have been right, but your student had to be the one that was correct, not the commentator and coach. That's a little dance in the neutral.
Like the air to air. There we go in the neutral jump. So I taught Red to be like, listen, I want you to go for these neutral jumps every so often. Keep doing it. If they are not anti-airing you at the proper ranges, another drive impact. This one lands.
That's a good idea, by the way, because if you can just overwhelm your opponent through an aerial approach, they can open up the rest of the ground game for you.
Exactly.
Throw loop city. It's okay. Everybody gets one. Throw loops. I'm not worried about it. But see, these are the parts of the matches that I was talking about with Sandwich. It's round 3. I want to see if Sandwich will maintain that composure and still maintain the same quality of play all around.
Like keeping the gas in the tank.
Yeah, you know, because sometimes people will get into that fight or flight where they try to force situations or they try to entirely avoid them, right? So that's where like sloppiness tends to kick in. So this is a great moment to practice that like focus.
For Red, it's been too much defense, not enough offense. Not bad, Sandwich Man opening up Red Mist and taking the W. But I will say, Red, I like that you have been implementing so much defense into your mechanics. We see just tap parry. We saw some attempts at reversal gladiuses and things like that. We did see the jump into as well, looking at what the opponent is trying to do. And I do like that we see those adjustments from what we had saw from you previously weeks ago. You have the right idea. It's time to push even further. And honestly, I'm glad you have a good defensive base so you can develop an offensive base, because offense, easy to learn. Defense, one of the hardest things and frustrating things learn about fighting games. But congratulations, Sandwich. I gotta give up the Sandwich. He cooked. Absolutely.
He cooked. He wasn't the one that was on the plate, even though he's a sandwich. It's crazy.
Okay. Okay.
The joke writes itself. I don't know.
But Flynn, though, my Akuma sister, nah, she about to cook herself. I'm telling you, she got the apron on. Chef
sure?
Ramsay say go. Oh,
do you not know who I got? At the anchor position?
Who is that in your anchor? Huh?
Mais oui herself, the French excellence, Manon. Mais oui, you don't know? Oh, you're about to see some medals. The Olympics ended in July, but we're bringing it back in November 21st, here on PlayVS.
I think the lights are off, Seth. I think the lights are off.
I'm looking for 5 medals.
No, I'm looking for command grabs.
I'm looking for a demon. Numbers. 5 of those things.
Only command grabs are going to land are from Akuma doing the teleport command grab from Flynn. When she get in, it's going to be death. I'm telling you. I'm very excited to see.
The only time there's going to be this proximity is when Serena decides.
Oh, you know what? To be fair, you're right. Flynn won't need to get in because her fireball game is insane. You're going to be like, damn, this is a really good fireball game. Like, wow, I might need to learn from this. I guarantee you. Flynn has a good head on her shoulders to understand the fireball game and then when to go in.
Probably
Right.
not. But if she was on Team Kaizen, I know her fireball game would be immaculate. But I don't know about the Saints. I don't know.
Nah, my fireball game kind of go crazy. Like I've been in the streets for a while to understand how to teach and also how to use the fireballs in things around the fireballs too as well. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna use that in the exhibition? Using that in the exhibition?
Oh, I'm not using fireball
character. Kicks his fireballs.
I mean that's what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I need a carry character. I'm a commentator. I need Bison on my side. No carry right here. Flynn is about to win. Let's go, Flynn.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
You know what to do.
But Flynn can't win. Let me correct the bar because she's going up against L'Excellence. Oh, I see a medal.
Neutral jump. Let's go. Flynn's been looking at some tapes.
Happens.
No, yeah. That drive reversal. Anti-air.
That was good anti-air. That was good anti-air. That was good anti-air. That was good anti-air. It's okay. First round's data. First round's data.
That's true. You're playing a grappler character. It is. Sometimes you have to take some of these rounds to kind of understand what they want to do, how they want to land, what they want to land.
I like the spacing from both of them. Flynn maintaining that really strong zoning presence, right? And then Serena's just slowly trying to walk in, but gets cornered. This is what happens when you play a top tier character like Akuma.
Good financial decisions, what you mean to say. The walk back for the DP. Look at, Flynn, you are gaming right now. Oh, good wake up super. I like this one.
Speaking of gamers.
Yeah.
How deep does the game go? Oh, bang bang. Oh no, Serena. No, Serena burned herself out. Is it the nerves?
Find the entry point, Flynn. Find the entry point. You switch up and get punished. Yes. Oh, no, the combo. Try to get back, trying to clip a limb. Come on, Flynn. One more touch. The super.
Oh, no, they are skedaddling and neutraling. Oh, what the
punish. Oh, wait.
Oh, my God, this is intense.
Oh,
my goodness. Let's go. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm sorry.
Mine too.
I'm so sorry.
For interrupted. Oh,
good check. Good check. Let's go 3 medals. Oh, okay.
Punish.
I respect that. That was optimal.
We stay optimal out here.
That was optimal. Corner carry. Okay, Flynn trying to win. It's okay.
You flip. Oh, even better. The hit confirmed. DP confirmed the time of death. Flynn.
Okay. Flynn is okay. This is a sandbag account. This is not a 1200 MR. Where'd you get Daigo? Why is Daigo playing this? I thought it was supposed to be high school kids.
This is Miss Daigo right here. Flynn. Yeah.
Miss Daigo. That's not fair. It's okay. You know what?
Yeah.
It's okay. Serena got she got like a button. She presses it. She turns into Idom. She's about to press it right now. And you saw what happened to Mr. Daigo. Right? You saw what Idom did to Daigo.
The eyes was
you're
hitting.
about to see that.
Okay, let's see what happens in this match though. Got the reactions.
Ooh. The bank. Okay, prioritize the drive gauge. Gotta let that build back up. Nice. Going for the overhead on the wake up.
Yes, I like the drive reversal. Go for the safer option. If you would have died for it, switch up on defense.
KO and 4 medals. You know what time it is. It's time to guess.
I gotta ask, is Star the type to hyper focus on command grabs though when they play? When they get more medals? And be obvious?
Not really. To be honest, not from what I've seen. But Serena, she does have some like really slick resets that you might see at 5 because, you know, when no one hits this, it gets kind of scary.
I ain't lying. She gonna get Akuma.
Oh, nice air-to-air attempt.
Oh
my goodness.
5 medals. Ooh.
Oh, that was a nice anti-air attempt. Ooh,
reversal.
That was a needles combo.
Yeah, don't switch bar right there, Flynn.
Smart.
Let's be saving the bar. Time to express it. Yeah, 4 fears. Plus frame city finds a hit confirm. Oki time. We switch it up with a jump heavy kick. I'm in back for the split. Woo!
I thought high schoolers were supposed to be able to DI on reaction.
Too much mental stack. Flynn taking it to the skies. Switching it up. Woo! That point,
this is crucial. This is crucial. I need Serena to absolutely parry. Sorry, parrying. Do not let Akuma get away with this pressure. Oh no, that was unfortunate. attempt to check the command grab, but
The space trap plan.
that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh,
Actually, take. Hold on now.
okay, I
Ooh.
like it. I actually like this. I like this a lot, especially because of the 5 medals. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Usually,
Akuma too.
that's where it's especially where it really counts, right? On a character that has low health like this, that was smart. Seal turns.
Oh,
Ada.
good patience. Good patience. I like that jump. That was a really good jump.
Ooh, you're
no.
so dirty, Flynn, but not the pickup. No raggle kick. Finish it. The I get. Oh!
Command grab. I want to see the. Bam. Oh yeah. Let's go, Serena. My goat. Serena. Saw she sent you to the stars. She just whipped you up in the air, brought you back to earth.
Gotta admit,
that's what
that was a good
happens.
behind
We
that.
let you feel good about the first game, and then you just came crashing down. It was just a metaphor.
You know, those Adamant Fist starters, we'll see what happens with those because we've been getting some data on our side of things too as well. And command grabs of our own. Look at that. And again, the suppressor. I got to give her credit. She has not been opened up by any of the suppressors. Satsui, no suppressors, I should say.
It's that Dawson patience from the sensei, you know what I'm saying?
Dawson patience.
Ooh, okay. We got a read going on there with some sort of backwalk or movement on the wake up. Oh, that was a nice grab. Okay. So Flynn's anti-airs have been dipping. What happened?
Close out. Ooh. Oh, she baited that? Okay, that was pretty godlike. I gotta give her credit.
Let's go.
Not over. Whip out. Ooh, you're still alive. Walk back. Still alive. Ah, that chip. You got a level 1, Flynn.
Serena, my God.
Come on, Flynn. One more.
This
One more
immaculate gameplay is just making me so lightheaded.
Take throw. Remember, keep that gauge up. Keep that drive gauge up in the green. Neutral jump.
Ooh, nice adaptation there.
The anti-airs. Oh, the nerves are
She
hitting.
gets a juggle there? I didn't even know that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, switch it up. The heavy kick and the throw right after. Okay, not bad, Flynn.
Nice drive reversal. First time she did it all set. At least from what I remember. Oh, that was so sick!
Oh, the TP! Flynn!
Oh my.
Okay.
Do it again. Do it again.
Plus. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is so doable, Flynn. Do not get swatted.
Let's go!
Oh!
Let's go! Team Kaizen, the greatest team of all time! 96 balls!
Oh, well. Not bad. You played well. Your team played well. Really, your team carried you. Your team carried you. They did fantastic. But, you know, to Team Saint, y'all played amazing. I'm glad that y'all evolved and did the things you had to do and worked on. I'm only salty because I hate this guy right here. I'm only, that's the only thing I'm salty about is I gotta hear him.
Come on, can you,
know
like shower me with more? I'm not done yet. Like my meter's not full.
No, I'm done. That's it. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, talk to your team. Talk to your team.
Talk to my team. What can I tell my team? I mean, like, team, you made me look so good. You know, I just don't know what to say. Like, I'm just so happy. I feel like I've won vicariously through you. This is one of my greatest feats. It was being in his team. I am putting that up there with my 2B Capcom Cup trophy. My Evo trophy gonna go over there in my room, and I'm gonna make a makeshift trophy of like absolutely dominated St. Cola. Actually,
Let's
I
play
have
our
to
match.
finish.
No. Hold up.
I have
It's
to
not
finish.
over.
You're right. I have to finish dominating you. You're right. My bad. We'll make it 4-0 real quick.
Pull up. All right, production. Where's this place at? No. I got my game up right now. I'm ready to go. Right now. Let's go. Hit this sitting down. Come on, boy.
So do I fight with my Rock Lee brace, my wraps on?
No. Because if you get cooked up, I don't want to hear no excuses. I got cooked up by a commentator. No, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Make sure we give them actual like screen time. If I end this before 9 o'clock, what are we gonna do? We're gonna just sit here and have to watch your tears roll down your cheek.
There will be no tears except for elation when I take the W over you. And then I'll be like, hey, Zaf, if you want another, session with me to teach you more about Street Fighter, this time I'll be on the house. All right. So let me log into this real quick here. Boy.
This is the Thanos meme. I just gotta do it myself.
It's insane that you think that that's going to happen at all. Because when we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Let me see. What is
Proof
this?
is in the pudding. All right, where's the room settings? Create room.
Okay, search this room real quick.
Yeah, by the code. Search menu. You better play your best character, because if you get cooked up on some side, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
It's not happening. Not happening.
No,
right, so I'm gonna
found.
make a room and I'll invite you.
Yeah, wait. They need us in that room though. The user code room. It's in the Discord. Oh, never mind. Yeah. It's called The Drink. My name is The Drink on CFN.
Okay, I got you.
The space drink.
And then you said there's no space?
No, there is a space. The space drink. Yeah.
Okay. Akuma?
No, but I dabble in Akuma a little bit. It was just to learn for Flynn.
Oh, okay. No, I was just asking if that was your account, because there's a bunch of the drinks. So I gotta swap out my battery. I just exhausted all of my energy just having to deal with your excuses. I'm sorry.
It seems like I hear excuses
I can hear
you.
again.
I just hear excuses from you right now.
Did you say something?
You're like, oh yeah, my battery is so drained. So like when you lose, you're gonna be like, oh, I was just so tired. I was just so sleepy. Get in there.
How do I want to do this? You know what? I'm gonna let the chat decide. Chat, who do I beat him with? Do I beat him with Bison? Do I beat him with Dawson? Do I beat him with Jamie? Do I beat him with Akuma? Who do I beat him with? I'm gonna let chat decide.
You'll let chat decide?
I'm gonna let chat. Why would I do this to you? Mercy. I gotta give you some sort of mercy.
There needs to be no mercy, because if I win, it's gonna be actually so cathartic to hear you with all your excuses. So I want to make sure. Got him with a Bison? Y'all want to see Bison mirror match? Okay. All right, let's run it.
What is this? First of two, right?
The first of two, I think, yeah. All right, y'all ready to spectate?
Oakley.
They said Cammy and Geef. Actually, I don't want to play your Geef. I'm going to do that.
You don't want to play? Why not?
God, no. I won't play nobody's Geef. I actually am so afraid of that character. I'd rather not. Yeah.
I wish I had known.
No.
I wish I had known.
No.
I would have went straight Geef. I'm not even lying to you.
I know you would have.
Okay, you got that.
Oh, shoot. All right, not bad. Not bad punish. Wasn't ducking, but whatever. It's fine.
Get bumped. Bat. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this.
Oh, I thought it'd come down in time. You'd be kidding me.
Oh, you parry. Okay, you don't got anti-airs. That's good to know.
Not that angle. What do you mean with Bison? Oh, not bad. Know the range. Okay, I can't get away with that. Cute. I level 1! You're so lucky I level 1!
I don't think you level 1, bro. Why would you level 1 there? I'm not even plus.
You dashed up one for a throw. I knew you were going to throw.
Yeah, sure you did.
Uh-huh. Give me that. You don't react.
Okay.
You're old.
Oh, you got the 1500 tactics. I like this. Okay. Oh, you baited me. Okay. I just wanted to see if you were awake.
It's not even. I dropped it. No.
Okay, you got it.
No!
Oh, okay, you got
No!
that. You got
No! Can't do that!
Okay, you got it. Let me see if you
bad.
actually know
The
how
hot
to deal with pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you faked
oh.
it. No combo. Huh? That's crazy work. Oh. Oh.
Okay, you got lucky there.
Did I?
That was a good throw.
Come here. Oh.
Oh, you're the wrong.
Oh, wake up super. Yeah, you're
wrong
random.
air to air.
Oh. I'm going super right now because I'm going to stay in burnout.
That was actually smart.
Yeah. One more interaction for my satisfaction. What will I do? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Why did I tech? No! Okay. You're right. You almost died though.
You pulled
You
my
almost got
punches,
cooked. Hold
bro,
on now.
to make
hold
it
on.
gotta make it look good.
Oh, that's me too. That's crazy. Random?
Oh, you got me.
Not bad.
Oh, good parry. You got those? Commentators got execution.
Okay,
You don't
okay,
got
too much.
anti-airs. That's for damn sure.
I mean, it's Bison. What am I supposed to do, bro? I'm not holding that. I don't want to. Oh, okay, yeah. I am 37.
Have to take a page out of your 1,500 book. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Ooh, that was good. Okay.
Usually, when the first frame kill, they go for the throw.
True.
Give me that.
Definitely blocked that.
Oh, that's how you anti-air? Give me.
Nope.
Ah, you got the. Okay. Mr.
Sagat.
Oh.
You didn't want to stay on the ground?
No, I didn't want to.
You don't like staying on the ground?
No.
I understand.
Oh, you're right.
Give
Too
me
many jabs
bomb.
after that.
Thank you.
No, not bad. I drive reversal. You took your turn.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, that was good. Ah, you didn't press. Okay.
Get some of that bar. Little bit. And get myself to one more interaction sort of satisfaction. Ooh!
Nope, that's not real. Got
Damn!
you.
I too many stampedes. Okay. You're right. Ah, you gotta be kidding me!
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You know, I think Bison is broken. And I think what happened what happened there is that what happened was you travel, and I don't get to travel like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of just be playing cheap.
I see you at every event I go to.
Yeah, but you playing like that, so you know. Hold on now. Wait. Time out, chat. Cause like I got some rounds on him. Buddy. I was doing some. Come on now.
Just tell him you only got one round.
Yeah, well, you know, I was close. It was close though. If you look at the results and what was going on, it's very close. So you know, now if I was also playing a lot more Bison, I've been playing too many characters. You know, if I
haven't played Bison in like a month.
Yeah, well, I haven't played that many characters either. I've been commentating. I've been going around the world, so it's been kind of hard for me. So I have a lot of excuses, and maybe I guess he won that one for now.
So, I just want to say, you know, it was an honor playing my good old friend, regardless of the insane gap in power levels, where I am just Aizen level, Saitama level, and he is Moomin Rider. Is that his name? Was that the bicyclist on One Punch Man? You know what I'm
I
talking
would be
about?
more like I'm Seeking at the very least. Come on, I'm like at least Seeking. I'm at least Seeking. I'm about Seeking, bro. I'm Seeking. Oh yeah,
Absolutely not.
Like Dragon Ball Z.
What?
Like you might be like
you're like Hercule, if
Goku.
anything. What do you?
Nah, I'm like
Hercule.
a Cell. I'm like a Cell.
Nah, I give
I'll
you
grow from
Hercule,
this.
if any. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. I'm not giving you that. Chat, don't pander to your friends.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No. But regardless, I had a good time. It was awesome. This was a spectacle. You know, do this 100 times if I could. So this was a special experience in my career. And I learned a lot, honestly. I learned a lot about just, from just the students in terms of, how they went about learning and just their communication and things like that. And then learning from you also, I always learn from you, and shout outs to Sam also. I like talking to Sam afterwards and doing little interviews, and I like engaging with him. I'm just very appreciative for everybody that's behind the scenes that made this happen. Logan, Michael, who else? I can't think of. There's a lot of people. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting any names, but yeah, I appreciate all of you. Chris,
Chris,
so
yeah,
this is dope, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the whole PlayVS community, Monkey Bubble, all the players too as well on both teams. Seeing y'all be so interested is exactly the reason why we are in the scene of what we do, right? Like this is literally the biggest, I guess I want to say, thing that a lot of us gun for is to make sure that people love fighting games and stay loving fighting games. And I see that with your teaching. If y'all don't know Zaffarino, y'all have just tuned in, or if you're new, it's time to get known. This guy has been teaching for years upon years for fighting games. Again, one of the best minds in the business. Visit his streams. If you want more continuous work, he is there to help you. All you gotta do is pop in and say, what's up? I need some help. He'll break everything down. And I do mean everything down. This guy is an absolute genius. He has also been some top spots too as well on some offline tournaments and online tournaments. He's won things. He has lost things, but it's only made him even better and even more powerful. So this guy, I know that you are on your way to another tournament in a couple of weeks. The Kings.
Yep, London.
Yeah. And I have this. I'm not. I'm staying home this time. It's too much to do. But I know that you're going to come back with a trophy. I know you're going to come back and have a stream, and it's going to be you with a CPT qualification, bro. I have a feeling.
Let's make it happen. Team Kaizen motivated me, Also, Team Same motivated me too, So let's make it happen.
You got it in you, brother. Zaf, any final thoughts before you bounce out of here, brother?
All I have to say is that when it comes to video games, it doesn't have to be Street Fighter. It can be any game. Anything that you have to pour effort into, you have to pour focus into, anything like that, you are the constant in all of your experiences. So it's very easy for people to look at something like video games and think that you're wasting your time or something like that. But any video game, anything competitive is able to teach you important life skills like having accountability, self-awareness, right? Strengthening your communication skills if you are like in a leadership position, or even if you're trying to communicate ideas and questions to people so that way you can learn or to help other people learn. Like video games, all genres. It could be FPS. It can be, it can be what's the soccer game with the cars?
Rocket League.
League, right? Rocket League. Rocket League. It could be Street Fighter, right? It could be anything. As long as you pour your heart and soul into it, and you feel like you're becoming a better person, then you've basically made the world a better place, right? So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. As long as you are taking whatever skills you learn from the time you've invested into things like this, and you can apply it to other areas of life and improve the quality of life of those around you, you're not wasting your time. So just try to find ways of doing that in all the things that you love, and you'll never waste a day of your life. That's basically what I gotta say. So
this guy spitting like Sim, bro. You always have the knowledge. It's always appreciated, man. Well, I'll talk to you later, brother. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for being a fantastic coach to your team. Team Kaizen, congratulations. And Zaf, congratulations to you, brother. And we'll talk soon, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, everybody, you guys want to watch me on Sundays? I do a lot of educational stuff. Mastery Mondays will be back. And I have a schedule out on my Twitter usually, so I'll just post that up this upcoming Sunday for the week. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys. Thank you.
Peace, F. Thank you for coming through, brother.
Peace.
Wow, what a day. My heart is tired, but my heart is full. I don't care about the results. I mean, I'm salty against Zaf, losing against Zaf. But of course, I am happy to see all the players be so interested in fighting games overall. I'm proud to see everybody on both sides, on both teams, just be so interested in growing with the things that were given to them, and even further than what was given to them. A lot of things we saw were like beyond the homework. They were doing extra credit. So thank you so much, honestly, giving your time and your love. So we're gonna do a quick video real quick. We're gonna send it over to our Why Play Versus, and then we're gonna have some closing remarks. Stick with us.
I was really drawn to Play Versus because it's sort of this unknown space at the time. It's an emerging field, and so it's a really exciting opportunity to kind of follow this space and really be leaders in it. We're designing a product and service that in many cases doesn't already exist.
The big thing at Play Versus that really stands out to me when working here is just the attitude of all the people. There's a lot of people here that love video games, and not only that, they love helping the students and the coaches really maximize that potential.
It's not often in life where you get a chance to have a group of people that are passionate about the same things, and we really all want to make an impact, and that's my ultimate reason for everything.
It's truly a place where everyone is incredibly supportive of one another. And I think the biggest thing is there's just like a lack of pretension. And I think it's kind of a testament to the type of judgment-free culture that we've been able to cultivate.
What's kept me around with Play Versus is I think the people are awesome, and another thing is I really just love the outcome.
Having this opportunity to impact students' life and create something that I wish was there for me was the main motivation.
I think it's my team. That's been something that I've really been able to get to know them and love and enjoy getting to work with them on a regular basis. But then also on top of that, I think it's just being able to see like what impact it's having on these students and these kids.
So being able to work with people that really just want to not just get the job done, but really work towards benefiting competitive gaming is really a cool opportunity.
People spend a fantastic time with Play Versus download. Super appreciative of Play Versus for emboldening the esports. The communities ain't seeing all the reception back and forth. But before I forget though, do not forget to sign up for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Solos event starting in December. It's going to be on the 6th, so the deadline actually is on the 6th. So get your esports coach to sign you up today. Show us what you got. What we've got, though, what we had at least, is a lot of weeks of a lot of great action, not only for Street Fighter, but for other games as well. You've got to download all the great things going on in Play Versus. You got to see all the cool things that are going on for Street Fighter players and the ultimate side of things. And I hope we get this series to continue even more so. So let the people know what's going on. Get more people into fighting games. Get more people into Street Fighter as well. And if you are into Street Fighter right now and you're a collegiate student, or you're a scholastic student, I should say, go to your locals. Go see what's around you. Go play at your schools and things like that. If they don't have it, request it. We heard Stacks talk about that. He was like, if there's somebody that has an interest, I will help out. And I would imagine a lot of schools have that same similar sentiment. So thank you so much to Play Versus for putting this on. When they came to me about this, I was super excited because I've been looking to help out the scholastic side of things and any sort of school stuff to be able to help the next generation get into fighting games. And this was absolutely perfect. So I hope we get to run it back again in the future. Shout out to Logan, everybody in the back, production, Monkey Bubble, Zaffarino, the teams, Kaizen and Saint. Once again, big love to all of them. Hope you guys continue and gals continue your progress with fighting games. And all of the teachers out there, the super coaches, all the schools putting it on for the esports, thank you so much for allowing these kids out here to have a place to practice and play. You know, it's great to see there are places that are letting them do what they want to do and not shut them off, because back in the day, it wasn't like this. So I'm glad that there are places that are emboldening these students. That's unfortunately it. I keep trying to string this along because I want this to stay up for a lot longer, but it's time to close it out. People, thank you so much for watching. Load, stay safe, and we will see you in the